just disconnected. Okay, can you just fucking reconnect, please? Yeah, OBS doing its wonderful thing there. I mean, once again, yeah, I'll cut the song out in the VOD and take care of it. As long as I'm not showing the video, they won't shut the stream down. There you go. Well, anyway, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at. It's your old pal Grumps. I kind of felt like I had to explain a few things because I know my sense of humor is not for everybody. Okay. I mean, over a few weeks here, I have made some jokes that some people may have problems with. One, I'm not going to change because I find it funny. That's the thing. I've said this before. I make myself laugh, and if you laugh with me, fine. If you don't, fine. But don't expect me to change my sense of humor because it hurts your feelings, or you don't approve of it. That's, I'll be honest, it's not my fucking problem. Okay, I'm not going to change. I am not going to change my sense of humor. Yeah, I make jokes about women. I make I make jokes about myself, and I make jokes about anime, and I cover the whole spectrum here. All right, I do not sit there and think prior to me saying something if I should say it. I just let it fly out my mouth. Okay, and I will say, like the jokes about women, it's half serious and half not because I was married to a very damaged person who in turn damaged me. And you do get to the point in that kind of relationship after it's over with, you have two options, and I went down both paths. Uh, one, a path of self destruction, where you just don't think life is worth living anymore, and I went down that path, and then you go down the other path of that, which you laugh at. You know, you get to the point where you have to laugh at your pain, and you start making jokes about it. That's where the jokes about women come from. It's from personal experience. It's like, and if I offend women, okay, I'm not sorry. I'll be honest about I am not sorry. All right. If it makes you uncomfortable, I'm not sorry. I'm not. Because, I'm the jokes are telling you a little bit about me as a person. I don't hate women, okay? Let's just make it perfectly clear. I don't hate women. All right. I like women. Um, I just think just like everybody, all like the males, there are some fucked up women out there. All right. And I had this bad habit of finding the fucked up women and get into relationships with them. All right. And just like there's fucked up men out there. Okay. And people have a tendency to get into relationships with them, and they go through the whole drama of being in that relationship. And there's there's other things I will say, joke about because of personal experience of doing that. It's either you get really pissed off that it happened to you, or you laugh at it. All right, you make a joke about you make a joke out because you know why people make jokes out of some really bad shit, because they experience that bad shit and it scares the living fuck out of them. I believe, without really getting too dark, when you face your own mortality, you can sit there and just wallow in that headspace of, I'm going to die soon. All right. Or you can look at that and look and realize what you're scared of and laugh at it. Right. You make jokes about it. Okay. I joked about my coughing. I mean, I joked about me being sick. I mean, that's how I deal with it. All right. Whether you are offended by it or not, it's not my fucking problem. All right. It isn't. It's not my fucking problem if you get offended by my jokes. All right. I grew up in the age of Archie Bunker, Blazing Saddles, things, jokes that made people uncomfortable, but they still laugh. You want to know why they laugh? It's because it was a little bit like going, oh, yeah, I fucking did that. Yeah. All right. And they grow from it. If you get upset at a fucking joke that I said, it's more about you than it is me. Be honest about it. It's more about you than it is me. Why did you get pissed off? It was a fucking joke. Well, it was offensive. It hurt my feelings. Why did it hurt your feelings? Because it was close to the truth about me, about you. There you go. That's why people don't like certain jokes. It's about, they look at it's a reflection on them as a person. Well, that's the point. It's supposed to make you think about yourself in a humorous way so you can kind of reflect. You know, I mean, that's one of the bases of humor is to kind of like hold a mirror up to yourself and laugh at yourself. All right? Those, like those cringe moment people talk about. Well, why was it cringe for you? Well, I felt embarrassed. I felt these feelings. Well, that's the mirror being held up to yourself. You know, that's important. That's how you grow as a person. Okay, that's why you learn more about who you are. Not about the guy who's telling a joke, because he's telling a joke by his own life experience and he's dealt with it. Now he's come through the other side and now he can make a joke about it. And the reason why I'm talking about this is not only because like last night's discussion, it's like that the past few streams where I literally gone on laughing fits about something I said. I know my humor can be seen as misogynistic, which it really isn't, by the way. And also can be seen as poor taste, which, no, I'll be honest, it is. It is. And I'm fine with that. It doesn't, if I had a problem with something I'm going to say, I won't fucking say it. You know, because I'm like, I shouldn't say that because that's taking it too far. But I'm gonna laugh because I know it's because it is funny. But I also know if I say that joke, it would be going too far with it because it goes from being funny just being outright mean. All right, being like I will be the only person laughing at it. Okay, I try to tell when I do these, try to display my humor. I try to, make it obvious I'm not really serious. I mean, like the hentai joke I made during Mass Effect. It's just like something just popped in my head, and I just thought it was fucking funny as hell. And it comes from the fact that way back when a dating site got hacked and all these people's names got released about them cheating on their spouses, I fucking laughed. I laughed because one, yeah, I wasn't involved in it. Okay, let me make that clear. I wasn't involved in it. But it's like, how fucking stupid can you be? I was like, you go to a website to hook up with basically whores, and you think it's gonna stay secret. When has that ever fucking worked? And it's like, that's why I find funny a lot of times when it's like things I like going, you say these things and you do these things and you think everything's going to be okay, and there's a long history that it's never it always comes out, and even prior to the internet it comes out, and people are going, oh dear God, how you can be so goddamn dumb. Oh, I trust it. You can trust that person as long as you pay them. As long as you pay them, you can trust them. Okay. As long as they don't get arrested and don't have to cut a deal not to knock down jail time, you can trust them. I mean, to me, that's the reason why I find shit funny. It's like the whole ovulation chart thing. Everybody's reaction to it. Everybody was going off on stuff like that, and just like, I'm not joking. It's like Twitter stopped dead for a good 30 to 60 minutes and went, what? It was the reaction to it. All right. It was the reaction to it. That was funny. Now, I'm not saying that it's not invasion of privacy and all that stuff, but it was just the reaction to it I found fucking hilarious. It's like everybody was ice this or Rev and whatever. Lala is fighting. Ovulation chart. What? I found it funny. It sounds like everybody just went, whoa. Let's stop for a second. It's like, I mean, when I was traveling for work, I think the first time I drove through Louisiana from coming out of Florida, and you know, in Florida you get the typical billboards, hey, McDonald's and all this stuff, and then I hit Louisiana, strip club in a half a mile. I'm like, what? It's like, that's kind of what happened. I wasn't expecting that. Adult books, what? Why are you advertising this on a highway where kids can see it? No one has a problem with this. Cheap liquor, and it's like, dear God. There's a place for that shit, and it's not on the high interstate. Okay, this is not. Hey, Daddy, take me to the adult bookstore. I mean, but hey, that's Louisiana. It's just things I personally find funny. Okay, that it's just, to me, is just so goddamn ridiculous, and that you have to laugh at it. You know, it's no, to me, it's pointless to get mad about it. You know, it's just pointless. I mean, as far as like the ovulation chart, I mean, there's a lot of VTubers that are very upset about it because it does invade their privacy, and I do understand why they would be upset about it. Okay. And I'm not trying to diminish their feelings or anything like that. It's just, once again, the reaction to it, everybody's reaction to it was like, why? What? And it's just, it was fucking hilarious to me. And that's the reason why I joke about it, because I found it funny, you know? And I'm trying to share the reason why I found it funny, and for everybody to kind of, laugh at it. You know, yeah, it's you know, if I was a female, I am a 21-year-old girl sitting on a couch with a voice changer. That's gonna be a gag, running joke. As long as I'm doing this, I'm a 21-year-old girl sitting on the couch with a voice changer. Hey, horse. Hey, I said hi. Did I say hi to you, Clanker? I think I said hi to you. But once again, it's just no. I know humor is very subjective. Okay, I know that. Okay, I mean, there's shit. Seth Rogen, I don't find fucking funny at all. I don't find Will Ferrell funny. Actually, I think that when he does, I think he's a much better serious when he's doing drama. When he's doing drama, I think he's wonderful. But when he's doing comedies, I'm just like, when's the funny part gonna happen? You know, but like I said, it's very subjective to me. There's quite a few, popular comedians that I don't particularly find funny. But that's just no. I know that's just the way I am. It's not that it's making it uncomfortable. It's like I just didn't find it funny. I mean, it's like the VTuber lore stuff, and you're free to disagree with me. I'm fine with that. But just know I'm not going to change my fucking mind. Just, you know? But once again, it's just no. My OCD's kicking in. I see notifications, and I see a number. I gotta go see. All right. I mean, it's like this. To me, this is funny because Libito wrote that. I had a crayon once, so my response: eat a crayon, eat crayons, poop rainbows. Okay, I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. Is it childish? Yes. Oh dear God. But all in all, it's once again, it's very subjective. I don't know if Lupito found that funny. Okay, but I did. I did. So, I do a lot of things to make myself laugh. I mean, because in reality, not to make anybody depressed, is not my intention. My life is not easy. Okay, my life hasn't been easy for the last 20 years. All right, I've been homeless. I've gone hungry. I waked up with cold sweats, wondering if I'm going to be okay and all that stuff. And I have gone through this. Like, why am I eating rice bowls every night? It's because that's all I have to eat. All right. This is not a pity me thing. It's just a reality thing. Okay. I don't go on to my stream sitting there going, oh, help me, please give me money because that way I can buy food. I don't do that stuff. If you've been to my streams long enough, I don't do that. Okay, I don't really talk about my living conditions or the struggles I'm going through. I mean, yeah, everybody knows my car's broken down, but I will eventually get it fixed. Eventually, I will not be eating rice every night. I mean, it's just nature of the way my life is. The first part of the month is really good. The latter part of the month sucks. Okay. It's been going on like this for a fucking year. I'm kind of used to it. Right? I mean, that's kind of sad, really. If you want, I could look at that and be depressed that I have to live like this. But, or I can try to do something that will eventually get me out of it. And this is not something that's automatically going to change or I'll say, oh, go get a job. Okay. I can only make $200 a week. If I make more, if I make $801 in a month, I lose Medicare. That's reality. What you said, they're going to take it away just because you went over a dollar? Yes, they will. They will. It's happened. Is it fucking ridiculous? Yeah. But that's just the reality. That's the reality I gotta live in. All right? I mean, and I can't lose Medicare. I can't. With all the treatments and all the doctor's appointments I gotta go to, and I gotta fight to get transportation to the doctors. That's the reality I live in. Okay, that I don't really talk about. But that's just my struggle that I gotta do, and I will take care of it. All right, and I don't want to come on here and go do a pity me thing. I mean, if you can tell by the tone of my voice, I don't want you to do that. I do not want you to do that. Don't give me money because you feel sorry for me. If you're going to support me because you like what I do. I want that. I want you to know. So if you're going to like go to my tip jar and give me money, it's because you like what I do. Not that you pity me. If you give me money out of pity, you'll piss me off. Why did I bring that up? Because I see content creators out there like DSP. Give me money, give me money. Hell, half the time I fucking forget I got a tip jar. I just fucking forget. And yeah, the link is down in the description, and I don't really say anything about it because I fucking forget. And I had someone constantly go, "You need to remind people about it, or else they're not going to use it." I'm like, okay. Even though I do feel scummy bringing it up, but it's like, okay, yeah, there's a link for the tip jar in my description. If you so desire, you can use it to support me if you want to. I am not asking you to. I'm not begging you to. It is there for you to use if you so desire. Okay? And that's that. And I probably won't bring it up for another 4 fucking weeks. Okay. It's just because I'll forget about it. It's just I'm old. Deal with it. Okay. Just, but it's what's this fucking mean gift? Is this like from Metal Gear Solid? I just realized what I was looking at. What's on the screen? Oh, okay. But and Jesus Christ, can you just thank you, thank you. Am I following her for some reason? Okay, I didn't know. I mean, I follow a lot of Vtubers on Twitter, and I have a tendency to forget who I'm actually following. Vienna? What? What? Yeah, I'm following her. Yeah, I don't know why she doesn't appear in my feed, but okay. But it's. Can I please, for the love of God, not see these things? But. I just wanted to explain the why I say the things I say as far as like my jokes is because excuse me for a second. That's my sense of humor. If I think if it's going to make me laugh, I'm going to say it. And there's been a few times on stream where you'll literally hear me start laughing because there's something that pops in my head. Yeah, if if I say it, it's gonna go bad for me. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna say it. It's just gonna be. This will not end well for me. So don't fucking say it, Grubs. Don't say it. And sometimes I go ahead and do it anyway because I'm laughing so hard. Because then it's obviously I'm joking. But and it's I will admit it's kind of sad that I literally like sometimes I feel compelled to sit there and say this is a joke. I am not being serious. It's a fucking joke. And to me that's the worst thing in the world. Okay, that that people feel compelled to say that now. Yeah, I went and bought a pack of cigarettes because I was having really bad nicotine fits. Um, is this just like kind of like just to take the fucking edge off? I just got a pack, and this is like my third cigarette in almost 5 hours, which is actually really good for me because I usually will have smoked half the pack by now. Just to take the edge off because I was kind of having really bad nicotine fits. And okay, I know everybody's going to say you need to quit smoking. And I say, okay, tell you what, smoke for 20 years and tell me how easy it is. It's like a lot of things. People sit there and oh, you shouldn't say this, or you're being too harsh, or you don't understand the situation. I understand a lot of things. Well, one, way I've lived my life and the struggles I had. And two, because of my job, I know there's a lot more good Muslims in this country as compared to bad. That's the reason why I don't really like seeing, get all the Muslims out of the country. No, most of the Muslims in this country are very good people. They're caring, they care about the community, and they're very nice. Is there piece of shit Muslims out there? Yes. Just like there are piece of shit Christians out there. Piece of shit Jewish people out there. Okay. There's pieces of shit walking around all the fucking time. Okay. And not one particular religion or skin color has the exclusivity of being pieces of shit. Okay. They come in all shapes and sizes. But we're just remember, they're pieces of shit. All right. But in reality, I truly believe this. There are far more good people in the world than they are quote unquote evil people. All right. Because of my life experience of going to people's homes and installing cable products and getting a little glimpse into their world. I've literally been in someone's house where I was doing an install, and I had to run wires and all that stuff. And the man and woman disappeared, and all of a sudden I heard those noises coming from a bedroom. I went, I guess I'm going to have to wait a while. Well, 45 minutes later, they were done. And they come out, and I'm just like in the living room pretending I'm still working, even though I was done probably about 30 minutes ago. I was like, oh, let me show you how to use your cable box. And they have, at least they had the sense to be slightly embarrassed. And it's like, oh, he was here, because I was like running wires underneath the house, and I'm assuming they thought, oh, let's have a quickie, and didn't think it was going to take 45 fucking minutes. Now, apparently they had a very good time. So, I mean, like those type of like ridiculous situations that I have come experience, it's like, yeah, that's a fucking story I can tell later on in life. And I've been in homes, and literally, I saw someone smack their child. And I looked up at him and said, you will not hit that child in my presence anymore. And the person, it was a woman, by the way, says, oh, yeah, what would you do about it? I said, I'll call a fucking cop. And say, quite frankly, I'm supposed to do it right now. You will not raise a hand to that child while I'm here. Because the kid didn't do nothing wrong. This like 6 or 7 year old, accidentally dropped something. It didn't break. It dropped a glass of juice, and it spilled. And this little girl got smacked for it. And I was like, if you hit that kid again, I will call a cop on you. I have a right to discipline my child. She just spilled juice. She is like 6 years old. No, you can say be more careful, but no, don't. That's not a reason to hit a child. It's not like she threw it at the fucking wall or something. She's not throwing. She didn't like throw a temper tantrum and just threw it on the ground or anything. It slipped out of her hand, and she got hit for it. And by the way, when I went out to the van, I did call the cops. And I had to sit there, wait for the police to show up and give a statement of what I saw. And that was it. I don't know what the resolution of that is. All right. I'm pretty sure Children and Family Services got involved. But I mean, I've seen the full spectrum of things. Some really funny stuff, some like really wholesome stuff, some really fucked up shit too. I think I told this story. One time I was driving and I was like in the woods. I was like, all right. I mean, it's like pull up to this house and there's swastikas and white power and all this stuff. And I just looked at it and went, nope, not fucking doing it. I'm a white person, by the way, as far as you know. Okay. And I just looked at it. I went, nope, not doing it. They don't deserve it. Okay, people having internet or having cable service is not a right. It's a privilege. And I have a right to say I'm not going to do your service. I'm not going to do your install. Why? Because I don't prove I'm walking in here and see white power, swastikas, and racist propaganda. It just, no, I won't fucking do it. I'll call my supervisor, who happened to be black, and say, I'm not doing this job. He goes, why? I think the white power, the swastika, death to N-words is a pretty good reason why not. And he says, well, you're white. Does that affect? It offends me as a human being. This is not me being a liberal, by the way. It's just like being a fucking human being. And saying, I don't find this acceptable. You are not worthy of my time. And to his credit, he tried to convince me to do the job. I said, I tell you what, have a black man come out here and do it. Because they'll tell him to go away. I didn't even get out of my van. I literally pulled up to the driveway where there was a gate and it said white people only. I just sat there in my van and they're standing there watching me. And I was like, I'm not getting out of my van. And two, I'm not doing this job. And the supervisor just finally said, okay, leave. Did I get in trouble for that? The cable company tried to come after me, and I said, listen, if you want to install services to a bunch of racists, go ahead. But I have a right to turn the job down. Because it made me uncomfortable as a white person, as far as you know. Okay. All right? I'm not going to fucking do it. I mean, I make jokes about that, really, and some people may be offended by that, but it's my life experience. I've experienced a wide range of things in my 57 years. Okay, a lot of things like that I see people complain about on Twitter that I personally feel that they have no actual real world knowledge of. And I just look at it and just shake my head. All right. Oh, I don't have to actually experience it to say something about. When you're being going to full blown outrage to acting like you understand the situation without really living through the situation, yeah, I have a right to criticize you. I have the right to respond to you. I don't, because I don't feel like getting into a major, whether it be a political argument or social issue argument with people. Quite frankly, it's not worth my fucking time to argue with a bunch of 20 to 30-year-olds. It's like you don't have the life experience to truly understand what you're saying. Okay. It's like, all cops are bad. Really? Okay, tell you what, just go to your local police department and say, listen, I don't ever want you to come to my house. Even if I'm in trouble, I don't want you to come into my house. Okay, fucking dare you to do that shit. You won't. Because when you're in trouble, you're going to dial 911. I need a police officer. If you're in trouble, you want a cop there. Just saying. That's why I just find it like really fucking ridiculous. I do. It's laughable to me. It's really laughable. Okay. Not get into the whole ICE thing, really. Once again, they're arresting, they're detaining people who are here illegally. They have broken the law. And people are upset about it. I don't understand why. These people have broken the law. Some of them have broken multiple laws. Some of them actually are violent criminals. Have them. They're getting detained. They're going to someplace where they're not going to a concentration camp. All right. They're going to have a bed. They're going to get fed. If they have a medical condition, they're going to still receive treatment. All that stuff. This is not a concentration camp that they're going to. Okay, they're going to get processed. They're going to have a hearing where they can plead their case, and some, I think, a few of them have been released. All right, but the system. I'm not saying the system works 100% of the time, but there is a system in place. There is procedures in place, and they have to. If you broke the law, you have to go through this procedure. Okay, it's just the way it is. Okay, no one has the right, no matter how minor the infraction is. It's just to go, I don't have to follow the fucking law, because then we'll have goddamn anarchy. Okay, we'll basically have the fucking purge. And trust me, some of you don't really want to have the fucking purge. Okay, you really don't. You know, I mean, there's a lot of people overreact about some really fucking stupid shit. I mean, we had a cold snap come through here. All right. And they shut everything down for 2 days. It got cold. There was like an ice storm for a day. The roads were passable by morning, but everybody went to the grocery store and basically cleaned it out. Everybody got 5 fucking packages of toilet paper. I was like, how long do you think you're going to be stuck in your house for? 3 months? It's just a fucking winter storm. It's not the third ice age happening. It's just going to get cold and there's going to be ice on the ground. It's going to get back up. It's like 2 days after this cold snap went through, it got up to 45 degrees. You will be able to go buy toilet paper. Okay? You don't have enough food in your house to last for 2 days? That you have to buy everything in a grocery store? I mean, come on. I mean, there was a little fear mongering where they say, oh, there's going to be power outages and all this stuff. I'm like, okay. So I'll have a big old fire going in the backyard, and melt the snow and all that stuff, heat the ground up where I can put something down on the ground and sleep by the fire. I've done it before. It's this shit don't bother me, really. I mean, this is stuff I've dealt with. Okay, and I know I can survive it. I will be okay. No, just have a big fire, heats the ground up, it melts the ice and snow, and eventually it gets hot enough, it dries out where you can lay by the fire and go to sleep. And sometimes the ground gets a little bit too warm where you can't sleep because it gets that fucking hot. But I've done it. I'm not saying I want to do it again, but I knew I was going to be okay. It's not a big fucking deal. I know how to cook over a fire, all right? But it's one of those things. It's like the people take things to fucking extremes. Okay, there is no, oh, I don't have to worry about anything. To, oh my god, the fucking world's going to end. Okay, it's just everybody seems to fucking overreact. And I'll be honest about it, it's been like this since COVID. People overreacted by COVID. You know, I got my shots. I went back way back when, where you got the COVID shot and then you got the. No, in fact, I got the 2 shots. The first shot, and then the second shot, and then you're supposed to get boosters and all that. I never went and got boosters. I just I got that's all I need. Okay, if I get COVID, I get COVID. Okay. I was like, I'm not going to be sitting here going they wanted us, I think, 3 months to go get a fucking shot. No, I'm not doing that shit. I'm not. Okay. Did I walk around wearing a mask for a while? Yeah. I was out in public. Yeah, I wore a mask. Okay. Granted, it's hard for me to breathe through a mask, but I wore one. But it's just, ever since then, people overreact. They go to like, oh my god, the fucking world's gonna end. We gotta go buy a bunch of fucking toilet paper because I'm gonna shit myself a lot, apparently. It's just fucking ridiculous. I don't know why it's like a mad run on toilet paper, by the way. I don't get that one. I mean, I get like a 12 pack of toilet paper. Guess what? It lasts me for 6 months. Okay. It lasts me for 6 months. Granted, I get the cheap toilet paper, by the way, because when I got the really good toilet paper, the nice, soft, triple ply toilet paper, everybody was using my toilet paper. And I'm like, when it ran out, I went and bought toilet paper for myself and just kept on bringing the roll back into my room. And someone comes up and goes, "Where's the fucking toilet paper?" I said, "Why don't you go buy some?" Or just start using your fucking hand. I am not your toilet paper hookup, all right? The very important thing is, don't let anybody take advantage of you. Roommates, parents, siblings, and all that, or whoever. Don't let them take advantage of you. The government. No. Don't let them take advantage of you. Don't let anybody take advantage. Don't let any institution take advantage of you. They'll fight. No. Stand up for yourself. I'm all for standing up for yourself. Okay, even if I don't agree with you, stand up for yourself. It's important. Okay, and then once you know whether you succeed or fail, at least you stood up for yourself. It's just you get respect for doing that. Okay, and And I'm not talking about staying for yourself up online, by the way. I mean, it's easy to do that, but it's hard to do when you have to look someone in the eye, face to face in the real world, saying, this is fucking wrong. Not saying exactly like that. You know, asking why I'm not approve of this, why is this being so difficult, all that kind of stuff. This even if you just said this isn't right, there's nothing wrong standing up for yourself in a respectful manner. Now, if you're getting fucking aggressive, yeah, that's something wrong. That's wrong. You know, going full aggression mode. Because all you're going to get in return there is aggression. Okay, you're not really solving the problem. You typically are making it worse, right? Because you're pissed off. You're just making the other person pissed off, and nothing's being solved. Okay. People people talk about the protesters and all this stuff, like how this like manufactured or people being paid. I don't know, don't fucking care. But if there is a right way to protest and the wrong way to protest, it's just, there's never been a successful violent protest. You know, okay, there's never been a successful violent protest. Never. It doesn't work. It's never worked. Peaceful protests worked. I mean, civil rights movement, majority of it was peaceful. Gandhi, it was peaceful. And they made lasting changes. The violence were the people that were against Martin Luther King, against Gandhi, against Jesus. You know, the persecution of the Israelites in the Bible. The Romans were they are aggressors, and Jesus preached peace, and he created change. You know? Same with Martin Luther King, same with Gandhi, same with a lot of peaceful protests. Okay? I'm not saying change will happen overnight. It usually takes time. You know? And you will have to sacrifice. You have to be willing to, you know, basically to die for your cause. And not by not being aggressive, just being peaceful. Okay. And I don't mean these dumbasses sitting on a fucking highway trying to block the highway, the interstate and all that stuff, because that's just fucking dumb. That's not a peaceful protest. That is just being a public nuisance and interfering with people's lives because you don't agree with, oh, you're driving a gas guzzler or whatever. Or there's people blocking the highway because they're protesting ICE. It's like people just want to go to fucking work and live their lives. Well, you should be out here protesting. No, I got family to feed, people. I still remember the clip of this guy whose pregnant wife is going into labor and people were blocking his car. Eventually, he just got in his car and just start running people over. Okay? I think that was fucking justified. Our cause is important. My wife is in labor. She's about to have a fucking baby. Get the fuck out of the way. Well, you should be she's in labor. She's going to rip my fucking balls out if I don't get her to the hospital. You know? To me, that's just like, that's not standing up for a cause. That's just like, hey, I'm really fucking important. I'm righteous and all this stuff. No, and not care about these human beings, but you don't care about that human being coming into the world. You know, you don't care about that child that got assaulted by this 40-year-old man. You're a fucking hypocrite. your righteous indignation. Yeah, I know I said it wrong. I'm old. Fucking deal with it. And it just doesn't. It doesn't make you look good, really. Right? You know, to me, I laugh at that stuff because my other reactions get really pissed off about it. No, I don't want to be sitting here just ranting and raving all the goddamn time. I'll make jokes about it. You know, it's just like, I mean, unless it's something like a serious thing. I mean, like hot doing tech tone. I mean, I'm not going to go after the guy because what he's going through. And in fact, we don't have the whole story. So I'm not going to be calling him all these other things because, one, I don't want to get sued, people. My name is not Nux. Which I think he's actually getting sued, by the way, for some of the shit he said. Because he kind of toned down that kind of rhetoric, by the way. Because I have kind of like dipped into some of his videos and kind of like the certain words he used to say a lot he doesn't say anymore about people. I wonder why. It's not a good idea to call people those words. It opens up certain legal action. Okay. You know, I even before I started doing content creation, I would listen to what people say. I would go, ooh, you just opened up a lawsuit. I mean, yeah, you may win it, but you got to deal with like the time, dealing with lawyers, going to court, and all that shit. Is it really, really fucking worth it to say those things? You can insult them a different way that will not open a lawsuit. All right. Like I think Nux is a piece of shit. Okay. That technically that is an insult. No, I think Tectone is a dumbass about VTubers. No, technically that's an insult. But it's just my fucking opinion. All right. Whether you think it's factual or not, that's up to you. But in my opinion, those are my opinion. I think Asmongold is not aware of the VTubing sphere, and he's neutral on it. And once again, that's just my opinion. I did never have watched a Hassan Piker stream, so I don't know what the fuck he talks. I know he talks political stuff, so, but I don't know what he says. I can't really comment on it, so nor am I going to. All right, I have no interest in watching Hassan Piker stream. That's the reason why I don't talk about him. It's like, why would I want to watch something that most likely be me sitting there bashing my head on the desk? It's like, don't make sense. I mean, there's a lot of content. I watch content to either relax and chill out, to laugh, to be informed. Hold on. I was watching a lot of these yesterday, these little shorts. Like I was watching the cooking stuff. And which, I'm, if those who do know me know, I'm really eating 70 oysters for breakfast. Oh, dear Lord. Really? Did she really eat 70? Okay, we gotta look at this real fast. Did she really eat 70 oysters?
Could I get 70 oysters, please? Yeah, 70. 70. Yeah, this is what we're here for today. Oh my god.
70 oysters.
Thank you. Oyster number 1. Only 60 to go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26.
Dear God! Yeah, by the way, I do like oysters. Holy shit!
They're so small, it's very possible. And that is oyster number 60. Final one, 70. Breakfast. That's my entire life.
Oh,
Bill, 70 oysters, £7. Great deal. I think I'm already to order. Could I get 70 oysters?
what the fuck? I mean, yeah, I like oysters. Okay, I'll eat like a dozen oysters. Okay, as like an appetizer. But I really don't know if I can eat 70. Yeah, I am not really interested in jewelry making, YouTube. So please stop giving me the fucking thing. I've always said not interested about 5 times. It's just, but dear Lord, 70 fucking oysters? I, okay. I really don't know what to say about that. just I mean, how did he come up with that goddamn idea, to be honest with you? Hey, what do you want to do today? I want to eat 70 oysters for breakfast. What? What's wrong with eggs and bacon? Okay. And that was like $1 per oysters. Per oyster. I mean, which is a pretty good value, but still, I mean, Jesus Christ. Oh, just wow. That's why I've been kind of watching. It's like things like I like watching like people cook things. Mostly because I can't personally buy that food, and it's kind of nice to see it being prepared and pretending I can eat that food. It is what it is. I mean, one day I will have 70 oysters. Okay, he's gone to political thing right now. Nux? Yeah, I mean, I kind of looked at his channel the other day, and he's trying so hard to be, and no, this is like the worst insult I can give to Nux. He's trying to be like Hassan Piker. He's trying to be the polar opposite of Hassan Piker. He just fucking sucks at it. No one takes him seriously when he talks about politics, to be real. Because his reputation is shit. Okay? I mean, it is what it is. Why would you listen to Nux about anything to do with politics, to be honest with you? It doesn't make any fucking sense. Yeah. Oh, that's why. Okay, that's. I just wonder why it's still cold in here. It's because I don't have. Let's crank those up. Oh, I gotta turn the heat up. No, it's just. If I really want to listen to political commentary, Nux would not be the first person I would go to. He wouldn't even be the last person I would go to. He'd be a person I would totally ignore. He was raised in fucking Canada. He's acting like he's like has any knowledge about how Americans were growing up. He doesn't have a fucking clue. Okay, nothing against Canadians. Okay, I'm sure most of you are lovely people. Okay, and I know you will apologize for me. Apologize to me for being lovely people. But I don't know what it's like to grow up in Canada. Right? Okay, Canadians don't know what it's like to grow up in America. It's as simple as that. Okay, and not really anything I'm not really trying to say anything bad about Canadians. It's just that you don't know what it's like. Okay. You may have some idea, but you don't have the reality of the situation. You don't have knowledge of the culture. So, talking American politics when you're raised Canadian is kind of questionable, to put it nicely. Because Canadian law is different than American federal law. American federal law is different than the Brazilian laws. It's like around the world, there's no there's a lot of laws around the world that are the same, but there's some laws that are drastically different. Okay. Now, there's some things that happen in other countries that will not be acceptable where I live at, but it's totally legal in those countries. Okay, it's just the reality of things. And what's this? Shift. Super. No, watch that. What's that? This one's in. What's this? Wagyu beef here? What's this? Yeah, it's Wagyu beef. I definitely want to try that some days. I want to be able to eat Wagyu beef one day. It's at least once in my life I want to experience it. I will say I'll never approve of steak being cooked in a frying pan. Yeah. That looks so good. That looks so good. I definitely want to try that one day. I want to try Wagyu beef one day. I do. I want to try that one day. I've seen the pork belly stuff before. Oyster Girl is here. Eating one. What is this? Is this thing? This girl have a thing about oysters? What is this?
I've never seen an oyster.
Oh my god.
This big. I know. It's huge. It's like the size of my face. And today I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna go and get the shot.
Is this in London?
Film it being opened.
Holy shit!
There you go.
That looks like something you need to cut. Okay, yeah. Shit, it looks.
It's very delicious. It's not the prettiest thing I've ever put in my mouth.
The mad thing is, it only costs £4 for one of these big things. I've never seen an oyster.
Oh my god.
This big.
That's in London, I think. Wow. Holy shit. Wow. Is this gonna go around just eat oysters all the fucking time? Because that's the 70. I had 70 oysters for breakfast, girl. Wow. What's this? No, I'm sorry. I'm watching a lot of food videos. Okay, it's because I actually do enjoy cooking, and eventually I will like to produce, do a live stream, a cooking live stream. I've never had oxtail. I don't know if it's any good or not. Spritz? You spritz? Spritz? Oh, that's a lot of patience right there, I'll tell you that much. Okay. I mean, it does look good. Let rest for 30 minutes. But why don't you just leave it in the juices, to be honest with you? Wouldn't that be, unless you're going to do something with the juices? You going to do something with the juices? Just out of curiosity? Or well, yeah, it's pull apart thing, but are you going to do anything with the braising juice? I guess not. Seems like a fucking waste to me, to be honest with you. I mean, you're going to deglaze it, make it a sauce or anything like that? I got questions. My attempt to eat 48 oysters doesn't look like a big deal after that chick ate 70 of them. You know? No, see this video right here, right? That one, the one that's playing right now, where you see like all that shit on top of the steak. I don't like that. All right. Personally, how I cook steaks is, I do like the prep. Dry the steak out, let it sit in the fridge and dry out for at least about 30 minutes to an hour. Then salt and pepper, and I don't. By the way, people, I don't put a lot of fucking salt on my steak. Okay, I know salt dries the steak out. I'm not one of those people. Hey, let's like put so much salt on there that you can see, like, make it look like the fucking Rocky Mountains type thing. I put salt on there. It's salt to taste. And then when it comes out, I put pepper on there, put it on the grill, and then I baste it with garlic and thyme and butter. And 1 minute on each side, baste, flip it, baste, another minute, then flip it about roughly 15 seconds. Flip, baste, flip, baste, flip, baste, flip, baste for about, I like medium rare, so about at the very most 3 minutes. And render the side fat down, put it on a plate, let it rest. And I've already got my baked potato going, and typically I will have Brussels sprouts, grilled Brussels sprouts with my steak, and that's how I cook my steak. It doesn't look like something, but look like somebody threw up on that one. To be honest with you, to me it doesn't look appetizing. To be honest with you. With all that green crap on there, salt and pepper, and baste it with thyme, garlic, and melted butter, and you just baste it. You don't need to add all this crap on top of it, because you're taking away the flavor of the beef. There you are. And whatever you do, if I ever go to a restaurant and they cut my steak up and bring it out to me, I'll say, okay, you can take it back now. I could cut my own fucking steak. Thank you very much. I don't need you to cut it for me. I'm not 3. Yeah, this shit. You see this shit? Watch this video.
These are the top 4 most expensive tomahawk steaks in Las Vegas. It's basically a ribeye in a different form, and there's a lot to love.
Don't fucking do that. You bring that steak out on the bone and let me do it. Because that's the satisfying part of eating a steak, is cutting it yourself. I don't want the fucking chef cutting it for me or cutting it off the bone. Don't fucking do that. Just bring it out to me, boom. Bone and all, just slap it on the plate and just bring it out to me.
Love, from the striking presentation of the long French bone to the thickness of the beef. The rich flavor and marbling contribute to the juiciness and tenderness, making...
What's the point of bringing the bone out to the people if you already cut it off the fucking bone? It's just fucking ridiculous. Just leave it on the fucking bone.
a wonderful shared dish for the table. At number 4 is the 50-ounce West Home F1 Wagyu from Carver Steak inside Resorts World. This premium cut boasts a beautifully seared crust and is hit with a luscious brush of their signature red wine shallot butter, and this is $315. At number 3 is
Jesus
the 40-ounce
Christ!
Tomahawk featuring Black Opal F1 Australian Wagyu from Bourbon Steak. It arrives to the table smoked with hay and sliced tableside, accompanied by fondant potatoes, tomatoes, and chimichurri sauce. Excellent flavor, and this one goes for $325. At number 2,
no why it's $325, because 320 of that is for them to fucking cut it for you.
the MS9 Australian purebred Wagyu Tomahawk at cut by Wolfgang Puck at the Venetian. This is a super juicy and flavorful slab of beef, and medium rare is the only way to go. It's currently $425. And at the top of the list is Poppy Steak at Found Blue in their beef case, which showcases the same cut of beef as cut, but you get the most insane presentation ever for $1,000. Let me know in the comments which ones you...
I'll just go get a fucking ribeye and call it a day at my local grocery store. I don't need a show for dinner. Just fucking cook my goddamn steak. You don't need to come out and go, hey, look, you got a fucking steak. I don't need that shit. Just fucking cook it and bring it out with on the bone, not all cut up. I can fucking do it myself. Jesus Christ. That is just way too fucking expensive for. I don't give a shit what kind of. Now the Wagyu beef I get, okay, I get. But other than that, all those other prices, it's like, no. To be honest with you, to me that's just plain fucking ridiculous. It's just plain fucking ridiculous. What we got here? Grilled pinchana with chili oil and butter. Jerk. I had jerk chicken. I didn't particularly like it. To be honest with you, I didn't like the seasonings of it. To be honest with you, beautiful sounds. See, to me, okay, I'm going to show you this. This is what really irritates me. That's a beautiful steak, okay? It's an expensive steak. It's like 2 inches. I don't need a fucking sound effects. Okay.
Apparently, this piece of meat that I just bought is illegal to buy. Oops. This is...
Okay. Play this. Yeah, play this. Okay. I don't need the fucking sound effects. This. Okay. When you do this, you're releasing the juices of the steak. All right. And it starts to dry out. That's the reason why I don't want people to cut the steak with me. I want all that juices and everything to be on my plate, so I can take a piece of bread and sop that stuff up. Now that all that's on the fucking cutting board. You know, if I get a steak, I want every inch of that steak, the juices, the bone, all that. I want to pick up that bone and just rip meat off of it with pick it up with my hands. And just, I don't want them fucking cutting it up for me. You know, because look at that. You can see the juices are right there on the cutting board. I don't want that shit. Look at that. Look at all those juices on the board. Yeah, I would be pissed. I'll just be honest. I would be pissed if someone, because I would give clear instructions: do not cut my steak up. I want you going to put that steak on a plate without you taking a knife to it, because I'm going to take a knife to it out here, because I want all those juices in my plate so I can enjoy the juices too. Especially if I'm paying like $500 for a fucking steak. It's going to be done the way I want it done. For that price, you better come out there and kiss my feet and say, yes, how do you like your steak? I don't want you to fucking cut it for me. That's what I want. I'm not 3. Yes, I'm very passionate about this stuff. What we got here? Honey chili chicken thighs. Now I got a grocery list. Chicken thighs. Chicken is actually reasonably priced still, as compared to beef and pork. It's still reasonably priced. I mean, you can get like a family pack of chicken thighs for about $10 to $15. We're talking about anywhere from 8 to 10 chicken thighs, which is for me it would be about 5 days. A meal for 5 days, and as compared to get like your typical T-bone steak at the store is like $30, which is like a dinner. All right, a dinner. Okay, and just that's the reason why, like, for a long time, my weekly dinner was I would go get spare ribs because I can make spare ribs last 7 days. 3 spare ribs, you get a nice rack of ribs. I can make a rack of ribs last for 7 days. 3 spare ribs a day. And French fries or some kind of corn and some kind of vegetable. But now it's like spare ribs now. Well, it's not really a season for them, so they're like $25. It's like yeah, this is like, I mean, I'm sure they're paying like anywhere from like $100 to $200 for this meal. It's just, to me, that's just, to be honest with you, I will say it's a little ridiculous to me to go to a restaurant to pay $200 for a meal that you can cook at home for basically half that price. Actually, maybe even a third of that price, to be honest with you. Because let's kind of take a look here. We'll break this down. Okay, like the lobster tail. All right, I can order from Luke's Lobster 2 lobsters for $30. 2 pound-and-a-half lobsters, live lobsters for $30. Okay.
How could this massive lobster tail dunked in melted butter not taste good? You know, it's just kind of like
I'll be honest, I don't really like melted butter with my lobster. I just like to taste the lobster by itself. I don't really use melted butter with my lobster.
Possible. Next up, we have their $450 mafia platter that comes with a bone-in tomahawk, porterhouse bone.
It's not bone in anymore because they cut it off the fucking bone because you think you're fucking 3 years old.
Bone marrow and thick cut prime rib. They just give you this massive hunk of meat.
Okay, I'll admit that prime rib is probably worth about $150. Look how thick that prime rib is.
That herb butter is insane, and the crust.
But it is fucking rare as fuck. Okay, that's not medium rare. That's for fucking the fucking thing is still mooing.
Some of the prime rib is so good. All right, next up, their bone-in tomahawk. This is genuinely spiced. Unlike any steak I've had, it's more than just salt and pepper. This is not just like a boring rub, and this herb butter is so good. I don't usually do this, but Golden Steer has a strict no hat policy and made me take my hat off. And I wasn't going to. Then when I walked in, I saw all these shotguns on the wall, and I was honestly a little scared. So I was like, you know what? I will take it off. I did bring him with me. Keep me company right here.
Okay, I mean, the prime rib is probably like $150 to $200 if you were to buy it at a butcher shop. The tomahawk, since once they cut off the bone, is now a fucking ribeye. Okay, if you were to buy a tomahawk at a butcher shop, you're going to pay about $100 and some odd for it, but you got because of the weight. But you're also paying for the fucking bone. You're better off just buying a ribeye. And if you just buy a ribeye, that $150 all of a sudden goes down to anywhere from $60 to $50. All right. So why are you paying for a fucking bone? You know? I had a tomahawk. Well, you had a ribeye. No, I had a tomahawk. Did they keep the bone? Did they cut off the bone? Yes. Then you had a fucking ribeye. Okay. I'm sorry. This is if you really don't not interested in me talking about food, but this is kind of what I watched yesterday. But yeah, it's like, yeah, here, that's fucking what you're getting with a tomahawk. It's just a ribeye. You know, that actually looks really good. No, I'm not going to complain about him cutting it because this is not a fucking restaurant. This is someone's backyard. Oh, that does look really good. Really nice cook. Yeah, nicely cooked. And you know, it's just not just a whole bunch of green crap and all this other like fucking sauce and stuff on top of it. To me, that just looks fucking disgusting. Yeah, it's like that. That's I don't need. It just looks disgusting to me. Yeah, I'll stop. I'll stop here in a minute. I'll stop here in a minute. The cheapest versus the most expensive dishes at Olive Garden. I don't know if Olive Garden still exists. 3,000 calorie full English breakfast. Just remember, if you get an English breakfast, they get really pissed off if you put salt and pepper on it. Why are you putting salt and pepper on it? Because there's no fucking seasoning on this shit. You guys heard of salt and pepper? Well, we don't use that. It's English breakfast. Yeah, that's why you lost the colonies, people, because you don't like salt and pepper. Well, I gotta watch the Olive Garden video. I can't believe someone went to
What's the cheapest dish and the most expensive dish at Olive Garden? Now, Olive Garden isn't known for being expensive, considering for $13 you can get an unlimited pasta bowl. So how pricey could it really get? Anyways, when I sat down, my waiter started us off with salad, which was good. I wouldn't say the ingredients were the freshest, but the dressing made up for it. But then I asked him, what's the cheapest item on the menu, and what's the most expensive item on the menu? And after some thinking, he told me what they were, and I ordered both of them. A few minutes later, they brought me out meal number 1, a spaghetti marinara. And apparently at $12.99, this is the cheapest dish. And to be honest, after trying it, that might be the worst spaghetti marinara I've ever had. The sauce pretty much just tasted like a can of crushed tomatoes. But on the other hand, I'm definitely looking forward to the expensive one. It ended up being a chicken tortelloni Alfredo. And actually, as a kid, the fettuccine Alfredo from Olive Garden was one of my favorite foods. So let's see if it tastes like I remember. Also, for reference, this was more expensive than their steak, which is slightly concerning. And for being the most expensive, it's still pretty cheap at $21.49. But after trying it, I don't know if this is just a bad day for them. They are really busy right now, but that is not very good. What's the cheapest dish and the most expensive?
It's fucking Olive Garden. What do you expect? It's Olive Garden. You're not. I don't know what this guy was expecting here. Okay, I mean, these like big chain restaurants, your Olive Garden, your Outbacks, your Chili. Well, not necessarily. I wouldn't put Outback in there with Olive Garden. Olive Garden, Chili's, TGI Fridays, those type of restaurants. You do realize like most of this stuff is pre-prepared. Okay, if you don't hear them say it's being fresh that day. Okay, they don't advertise that. All right, there's chain restaurants that do advertise they make it fresh, but you don't hear that about Olive Garden. You don't hear that about TGI Fridays or Chili's or anything like that. They don't. Most of the stuff it comes pre-made, and they either toss it in a fucking microwave or some kind of heater, and boom, the food's ready. Okay, they don't. You may the chefs you see in the background back there cooking or like making the steaks and that kind of stuff, but they're not making every single fucking dish on the menu fresh. Okay, they're not using fresh ingredients. That's why when you go to a like some of your mom and pop places, everything's made fresh there, and quite frankly, it's typically mostly cheaper than like Olive Garden cheap and all them. Okay, to be honest with you, and the portions are a lot bigger too. That's why I like mom and pop places. You know, you get fresh food, fresh ingredients. Okay, I mean, if I'm gonna go to an Italian restaurant, I would go to like some a local Italian restaurant, and or if I want Mexican food, I'm not. If I want Mexican food, really, and I want to go to a restaurant, it's not gonna be fucking Taco Bell. I go to a legitimate Mexican restaurant and sit at a booth, and they make that shit there fresh. I mean, the salsa is made fresh daily. They make their own tortillas, the ground beef, all that stuff. It's all made that day, and you can taste the difference. I just become a food channel. Yes, I am. Okay, people, this is 10 times better than any New York pizza. Look at all that cheese. Oh, that looks so good. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, and people tell me New York pizza's better than that. Fuck you. Oh, Chicago deep dish pizza is not pizza, it's a casserole. Fuck you. It's a goddamn pizza. It's the best fucking pizza in the world. Let's see New York pizza where it has the Exxon Valdez dripping off of it, all grease and shit. He knows that you didn't see any grease on pouring off of that fucking Chicago deep dish pizza. Ugh. Because I fucking hate New York pizza. Yes, I've had it. And yes, I think it's fucking disgusting. All right. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, I'll stop watching unless something pops out. Okay. I asked a Michelin star chef in Hong Kong to bring me to his favorite food spot. All right. Going to a 12-course tasting menu alone. I made a huge mistake. All right. Let's see here. Hopefully Twitter has calmed down. I'm not going to get kissed because I'm not perfect. Okay, whatever. If you say so. All right. All right. Where's my... Do I have to go to For You to get my Saba artwork? I will say this. I am not hypercritical of VTubers doing Fansly. Because, you know, if that's what they choose to do, that's what they choose to do. Did my other... Hold on. I gotta real quickly kind of look at this real fast. All right, it did. All right. I just want to make sure that one got out there. See, there's my Saba. Boom. Boom. Okay. Okay. I will watch this later. This weekend. I was kind of interested in that because it may be a game I would be interested in playing on stream myself. You know. It's cute. I'm not gonna repost it, but it's. I just want to hit the little heart thing. I didn't want to do that. Right? With all the ongoing period traffic talk, I thought I'd let you know I'm pretty firm. Okay, I just think it's fucking funny. Man faces backlash online for decorating his entire house with video games. That's way too childish and pushes women away. He needs to grow up, says one internet user. Maybe that's why he did it to keep women away from him because he's happy, he's content with his life. He doesn't want to fucking deal with it, you know. Oh, that's really good. I wonder if it's AI. Yeah, I'm beginning to think that's AI artwork right there. To be honest with you, I mean, all right. Okay. Well, I like bullocks, like bullocks. Um. It's more of a chibi donkey poop tractor. A chibi dookie tractor, if you want. Trust chibi donkey kind of just like no, kind of take the whole controversy thing out of it. It's like, hey, you were tracking my shits. What have we got? What do you think of this gift? What? All right. What the fuck? If someone gave me something like that, I'll be like going, you know what? Give me a fucking hammer. I'll open it real fast. I'm not going to go through all this shit to get to your joke, you know? He's wearing Christmas. This is like a Christmas present, I'm assuming. Uh-huh. Long way to go for a fucking joke, to be honest with you. A long way to go for. All right. Let's see. We got. This is all for May Mitt's Jazz Club thing, I believe. Phoebe, Victoria, Roman, Nini Nightmare, Saba. This was going to be her first concert since her debut. It's her first 2D live concert ever that she's ever done. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You're on 16. Who you are seeing next to? I'm catching the next flight out. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me do this. I want to do this. No. I want to get to his. All right, again. I find it funny. Leave me alone. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, I'll wait for the next flight out. Okay. To be honest with you. Yeah, guys, just so you understand why I don't really reply or respond to any Pyro Pup Center. Once again, I don't consider myself a Pyro Pup, even though people say, hey, you're honorary one. I've had that tossed at me. It's like I'm a. There's a reason why I always repost Saba artwork. All right. It's not that I don't like Cinder. I like her. I think she's fine. But as like who I will support, that is really, really good. Boom. That's really good. I am more than I'm going to support Saba. What the fuck? I mean, you see some interesting shit on here. Okay, why are you running water? Isn't it? It doesn't look like it's that hard to see where. Well, that's how ramen noodles are made. What is this? What's okay? All right. I mountain ranges. I don't know what they're implying here. Yeah, I really. Uh, okay. I knew a lot. I mean, I know a lot of Queen history and lore. Because at one particular time, I was actually going to do a podcast about Queen. But I changed my mind about it because there was like 125 Queen podcasts out there. It's like I'd just be a voice in the crowd. I get that. Snowbot, a robotic snowblower successfully clears a homeowner's massive driveway in New Jersey. My parents had one of those when we lived in Chicago. It was called Meat. You know, it's like nowadays I see like people have like driveways that heat up and melts the snow and ice and all that stuff and dries the driveway. I was like, okay, all right, why couldn't we have that stuff when I was like living in Chicago? And that, well, mm, okay. Oh, kind of want to watch that movie now, just so I can fucking cry. Apparently, no, I'm not reposting that. Yeah. No, wait, dude. I was on that when it first fucking came out, buddy. You're like way fucking behind, false. Yeah, I'm sure everybody's sick of me talking about. I don't know why you keep on seeing that, guys. Yes, I think I'm funny. Please check my fear. It turns out, it turns. Oh, Jesus Christ. You guys should tweet tummy heart every week to poison the VTuber. Oh, this is what I was talking about.
Non picchiare, dai! Non lo picchiare!
Oh! See what I mean? Oh, this is important. We're protesting to make the world better. I'm bringing fucking new life into the world. Get the fuck out of the way. You know? What do you got here? Who's driving the safe car this hard? A former racer? Video games included. Spent footage. Well, it means it's really fucking cold outside, dude. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, this is the kind of stuff I try to see on Twitter, really. I don't really go out looking for... What the fuck? Okay. Looking for things to piss me off. I try to do things to, like, entertain and find things that I think is funny. Okay. I kind of remember that. Okay. As once again, you will never see a movie like Blazing Saddle being made today. All right. Okay. Which is kind of sad. Goes back to what I was talking about humor. People get like, oh, I'm offended. Good. Good. You know, because it's one of those things where Jesus, how many fucking dogs were underneath there? Jesus, they just keep coming out. Maybe you should have less dogs. Just saying. Okay. Yeah, I see the little thing. Okay. Okay, let's see what the notification is. I always like the guy who posted this stuff reacts to it. It's just it's like, hey, I'll wait for the next flight out. That's a good move. Just, like I said, that's just my humor, you know. I've seen all these prime ribs. Lobster Thermidor from Boca Restaurant Lounge in the Bronx. I know. I mean, with me and lobster is pretty straightforward. Just steam it, put it on a plate, and let me eat it. I don't need you to do anything more fancier than that. I mean, I'm quite content with that method. But let's see what this is. Really, I'm sorry with all the food videos.
In New York City, Boca in the Bronx breaks open a big lobster tail. They dice up that meat, saute it with some chopped onions and mushrooms, garlic, salt and pepper, and heavy cream. That lobster shell gets fried.
Why?
Alongside their mashed potatoes.
Why do you fry this lobster shell?
Lobster meat. They pack on a healthy amount of Parmesan and mozzarella cheese. They broil it all, plate it all, pour on
I hope so.
Lobster sauce, hit it with a drizzle of teriyaki, herbs, and some garnishes. This is the Lobster Thermidor from Boca in the Bronx, a must devour. This could be our favorite lobster dish in New York City. Boca.
I'll be quite honest. It just looks overly complicated to tell you the truth. It just looks. A family platter, half mac, half fried hot chicken. What? Oh, they put chicken on top of mac and cheese. Okay. French onion smash. This whole thing with smash burgers, I think is so goddamn dumb. I will never have a smash burger because I'm kind of looking at that going, you get this nice juicy platter and then you put something and smash it so all the juices come out. Oh, what you eating? Basically fucking cardboard. Dry as shit in the house. Now I've done that, the garlic jalapeno thing. It was just something I was curious about. It's okay. It's good. But I think it overwhelmed. I mean, beef has a flavor, and that's why reason why I eat steak to get the beef flavor, but not the day as a private chef for my dad's birthday in Los Angeles. Of course, it's in fucking Los Angeles, and probably pay like $6,000 for that fucking roast. By the way, in Los Angeles. Okay, let's see. I'm curious about this.
What's the cheapest dish and what's the most expensive dish at Outback Steakhouse? Now for a steakhouse, this place actually has pretty good prices. Considering some of the other steakhouses near me want to charge $85 for a basic ribeye, while Outback on the other hand only charges $28 for a ribeye. And a general rule of thumb is to avoid cheap meat, but let's try it and see. First, the waiter started us off with the bloomin' onion, which is good. I mean, it's a fried crispy onion, so you can't really go wrong with that. But then I asked, what's the cheapest dish on the menu and what's the most expensive dish on the menu? And after thinking about it, she told me what they were and I ordered both of them. And first came the cheapest dish, the Outback Burger, which is basically just a plain cheeseburger. And for $12.99, not a very cheap plain cheeseburger. It came with a Caesar salad, which was very bland, and after taking one bite of the burger, but I do have higher expectations for the expensive one.
You put pepper on Caesar salad. The reason why they don't do it in the back because you're supposed to season it yourself to your taste. I'm not defending Outback, but I know, no, they'll come out with a Caesar salad and they have the little pepper mills and stuff. Oh, you want pepper? Yeah. Tell me when. When? Okay. And they got they got a side of the Caesar salad dressing. You're supposed to drizzle on there. And if you want more, you just ask to give you more. Okay, whatever.
One, considering it's a Melbourne porterhouse, also known as a T-bone steak. And coming in at $34.99, this was a big piece of meat. In first impressions, it looked a little bit burnt, but the fries were good. And after taking one bite of the steak, yeah, they definitely burnt it. What's the cheapest dish, and what's the most expensive dish at Outback Steakhouse?
No, you can't send that shit back. You know, hey, you burnt it. Can you redo it, please? It's burnt. Okay. Let's see the buffet thing.
This is the most expensive buffet in my city, and this one's the cheapest. But which one is more worth the price? Starting with the cheapest, I'll be rating each of the places on food variety, taste, and price.
Why are you going? You're going to Golden Corral. You don't need to fucking dress up. Okay. You can wear fucking shorts and a hoodie in a Golden Corral. You don't need to wear a dinner. But whatever, okay. You don't need to dress up to go to Golden Corral, man.
Right, there's also kind of a strange smell in here. But besides that, this place had so many different types of food. I'm talking from Chinese food to tacos and pizza. So I grabbed a few things, including a carrot cake, because who doesn't like carrot cake? But let's just say you could probably eat cardboard and not notice much of a difference from this food.
Oh yeah, that chicken is significantly overcooked.
But it is hard to complain with a price of only $14.
With so many different food items, and for the price, this is gonna be hard to beat.
But then I pulled up to Zuma, which is the most expensive buffet in Miami. And while looking around, I was blown away with the amount of insanely good-looking food there was. Now, even though they didn't have pizza, we'll say they definitely passed on variety.
Not only is it a buffet, we also got tableside service. They literally brought us wet towels.
Come on, that's pretty fancy. But at this point, I am very excited to taste it. And after basically trying everything,
This is the best buffet I've ever been to.
and the price, $100. This is the most expensive buffet in my city, and this one's the cheapest.
I will say this about Golden Corral. Okay, the quality of food at Golden Corral varies to each location. Okay, it's like here in where I live at, there's two Golden Corrals. There's one that's like excellent. It's like if you go to that one, it's always busy. There's always people there. The people will literally, if they want to go to Golden Corral, they'll literally drive 45 minutes to go to this one particular Golden Corral because the food's always good there. There's another one that's hardly ever as busy as that other one, and the food is adequate. Okay. And it has a lot to do with people taking pride in what they do and the work, how the presentation of the food. Granted, I'm kind of lucky. The Golden Corral close to me is, I think it's like 25 minutes away. It's the good one. And quite frankly, if I had the car and the money, I would go to Golden Corral. That's like, but no, buffets and me, when I go to a buffet, I don't do all you can eat stuff. I get a salad, then I get my entrees. It's like if and I'll go back for seconds on like meat because they do kind of cut the meat portions small, and then I get desserts, and then I'm done. I don't sit there and fucking pig out. But for $14, it's not that bad. You know, especially you don't wait for the dinner time thing because at dinner time I think it goes up to like $25 to $28. But if you go there like before 4 o'clock, you can get the $14. It's sort of like the Chinese buffet close to me. I would go there right at 4:30, so I could go in and get paid for $14, and then transfer over to dinner service, and I'll have a little bit of the dinner service. Yeah. It's like when one time I went to Golden Corral when I was in, I think it was, where was I? I was in Ohio. and me and somebody I work with, we went to Golden Corral. We got there like at 4:45, and we just timed that right because it was prime rib night, and we got the prime rib because at that particular time I think they were charging like $30 because it was prime rib night. We got it for 14, so it's all about the timing. Let's see. Which drive-through is the most expensive? If you have to pay a whole bunch of money for go through a drive-through, you're paying way too fucking much. Wait, this is Texas Roadhouse?
What's the cheapest dish and the most expensive dish at Texas Roadhouse? According to the comments, this place is way tastier and cheaper than some of the other steakhouses. So I got some serious beef to squash, literally. Anyways, considering this place is so popular, I'm very curious if it's really that good and how expensive it can really get. When I walked in, I noticed they have their meat on display and you can actually pick the one you want for them to cook for you. I then sat down and asked the server,
What's the cheapest dish on the menu and what's the most expensive dish on the menu?
and he immediately knew what they were, so I ordered both of them. But then came the cheapest dish, the classic cheeseburger, which for $11.99 was cheaper than Outback's burger and looked so much better I couldn't believe it. But after taking a bite of it,
Way better than Outback's burger. Dude, there's no comparison.
now at this point, I am beyond excited for the most expensive dish, which ended up being the Porterhouse T-Bone. And again, at $33.99 was cheaper than Outback's and looked so categorically better. I cut it open and it was cooked to a perfect medium rare. And after one bite, seasoned great, good quality meat, and way better than Outback or Longhorn. What's the cheapest dish and the most expensive dish at Texas?
I will say Texas Roadhouse, I find, is a better steakhouse than Outback and Longhorns, mostly because of the seasoning. Longhorns have the tendency to oversalt their steak, really, and Outback, sometimes they over season their steak with garlic, and which is, though, I mean, I love garlic, okay, but if you use too much of it, it's kind of off-putting, to be honest with you. I don't like jerk chicken. What's the price of every topping? Toppings are free at Subway. Just don't eat at Subway. If you can avoid it, don't eat at Subway. You know, the whole healthy thing, you know. Okay, let's look at it. I see the comment. I'll talk about that in a minute. Okay. That's some big lobster tails, I'll tell you that much. Making a brown butter. All right. Oh, lightly seasoned. I like that. It's not overly seasoned. Wait, I don't put a fucking probe in shit. Well, I just put a probe in one, which is fine. Because, no, it doesn't take very long to cook lobster, by the way. Nicely done. All right. Golden Corral is good, but the ice cream is hit or miss. Yeah, I don't typically at buffets. I don't get the ice cream. You know, I avoid the ice cream at buffets. But what? I also avoid, like, at Golden Corral, I avoid the chocolate fountain, especially if there's a lot of fucking kids there. avoid it. I get the bread pudding at Golden Corral, and I may get a little dab of vanilla ice cream on top, but I really like the bread pudding. Okay, that is my go-to dessert at Golden Corral. It's the bread pudding. I like the bread pudding, uh, and in some maybe get a slice of carrot cake and some fruit, you know, and not to dip it into the chocolate thing. I just know I get some melon, and some like grapes and some apple slices and that kind of stuff. That's kind of why I have a dessert at Golden Corral. But definitely, I get the fucking bread pudding. I love the bread pudding at Golden Corral. Yeah, I know you're supposed to put it in a little bowl. I'll just slap it on the plate. It's like when I go to Cracker Barrel, I get the fucking apples, the baked apples. I think it's called. It is. I love those. I love the baked apples. But it's the things that you. I mean, I typically constantly get the same thing at Golden Corral. Okay, the salad, it's always the same salad, the same type of. You get the lettuce. I put cucumbers and all the toppings on my salad. I use oil and vinegar because I don't. I used to like ranch, but then the ranch dressing quality has gone way the fuck down, in my opinion. Just oil and vinegar, salt and pepper, and that's my salad. Then I typically get whatever meat, beef they got cooking, a baked potato with sour cream and cheese on top. Sour cream, put baked potato, butter, sour cream, and then cheese. And then I typically get if they have it, Brussels sprouts. If not, green beans. Okay, those are the two veggies I go to for at Golden Corral because typically there's nobody ever gets the Brussels sprouts for some reason. I love Brussels sprouts. Put Brussels sprouts, put some butter on top because I typically kind of cheat and go. They usually have like over in the seafood area, they have the melted butter for like if they're going to have like crab legs or something. I just don't melt the butter on it. Okay, I will do that for the baked potato too. Before I put the sour cream and cheese, I just put melted butter on it and just call it a fucking day. Why wait for it to melt? And I'm fine. And then when I go back for like a second course, because I don't like load up my plate. By the way, I don't sit there and just like put heaps of food on it. It's like you see it, people do at buffets. It's like the food's not going anyplace. Just reasonable portions. Especially if you're going to want to go back for seconds. You don't want to get like a mountain of fucking food. But then when I go back and get more beef, whatever steak they got cooking. If it's like the prime rib, I'll get prime rib. I will go back for seconds on prime rib. Then I would do the mashed potatoes and brown gravy, and then either green beans or the succotash corn they have there. I like, or the butter corn they have there. I'll have that. It's like my second helping. Then I'll go to the desserts. Definitely the bread pudding with a little dab of vanilla ice cream. I don't like buffets ice cream, really, but I just like to get a little dab of vanilla ice cream on my bread pudding because whipped cream don't really work. And also I don't trust whipped cream because fucking kids, they sneeze in that shit. Typically I would get carrot cake. Sometimes I would get like a chocolate cake. I do not get red velvet. I would like red velvet with cream cheese frosting, and that's you don't find that at a buffet. You usually just get like the standard vanilla frosting with the red velvet cake. I like red velvet with cream cheese frosting. And then like some grapes, a cantaloupe, a slice of cantaloupe, and some apple slices, and that's my dessert, and I'm pretty much fucking done at that point. I was like, I'm full. I'm going for $14. That's, I mean, to me, that's worth $14. I mean, I'm not one of those people who will sit there and get a serving and just sit there for 30 minutes and wait for it to start digesting and go back up there. I mean, I basically go there and eat while I wanted to eat and have a fucking game plan. I'm very selective about the table I pick. Usually it's close to the cutting station. You know, I can grab a plate, just fucking give me a slice. Okay. I mean, for a while there, when I was actually making really good money and I was staying in a hotel, there was a Golden Corral literally across from the street from the hotel. I used to go there nightly, and they got to know me real good. And I would walk in, and it's like, oh, I will have to get my usual. And the guy would see me walk up, and he would just go ahead and cut a big hunk of piece of meat, and just, here you go. I see you're back again. Yeah, I'm in the hotel. You can't exactly cook over there. And once again, for $14, you really can't fucking complain. You know, it's like you just can't fucking complain. It's like if I go to the Chinese restaurant up there, they know me, and they'll see me walk in. Oh, it's been a while. Yeah, I know it's been a little tough. I just come in here because I want to eat good. And, you know, every once in a while, if you take, you only got 45 minutes for the dinner service. Just sit back and relax. We're having crab legs, or we're serving salmon tonight, or it's almost done. We'll bring some out to you. You know, it pays to be nice to people, you know. And being a regular, it's like where I go buy my cigarettes. I don't even have to tell them what brand I want anymore. I just walk in. They go, how many? You know, and they're like, hey, we haven't seen you I'm trying to quit. Okay, and they go, oh, you're trying to quit. No. But it goes back to, you know, just be nice to people, because that's why when I go out, the please and thank you, yes ma'am, no ma'am thing, just being respectful to people, it just really does go a long way. I mean, literally, if someone holds the door, thank you, sir, I appreciate it. Oh, you're very welcome. I mean, it's kind of, you kind of just maybe made someone's day just by saying please and thank you, you know. And it's one of those things. It's like it doesn't cost nothing to be polite, you know, to people you don't know. Just be respectful and polite to people. It doesn't really cost you anything. And especially like these people, like, you know, waitresses and cook people, like working a buffet at a cutting station. You just be nice to them. They appreciate it, because most of the time if you think about it, someone could have been just rude to them maybe an hour ago and still plaguing their mind, and you saying, hey, this is wonderful, you're doing a wonderful job, and it just makes their day. It's like one nice comment can really change someone's day. I'm just saying. Hold on, I see. All right, never mind. What we got here? Okay, never mind. Okay, what we got over here? I'm checking Discord. I gotta tell you about that. I touch that with a 10-foot pole right now. All right, I've talked about that enough. I'm not gonna talk about that anymore. Okay. It's no, the Tectone and old stuff from 2025. I gotta talk about it. How do I know if? How do I know if I have salmon? Hello, Chibi. Yeah, hello, Chibi. What's back? Multi-stream is back. Oh, FTL is back. Okay, cool. I wonder if he knows I did a VTuber highlight of him. Right on. No? Just got curiosity. Just what's going on with VTubers? Okay. This ovulation thing cracks me up. I just think it's I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry that I'm laughing at it. Okay, just the people's reaction to it. It's like so fucking funny to me. Just, it's just like it's people are way overreacting. Now, if you didn't react to it, it would be a big fucking deal. Right. I'll get for you. Let's go here for you. Where? Oh, there we are. Boom. Okay. Joking. Okay. I, okay. All right. What?
Taiwan. Oh. This one. Pakistan. Oh yeah. Taiwan. Oh. This one.
Yeah, that was a very dangerous time there. You want to hear something funny? She's really Gura was very popular in China. Was extremely popular in China. So, it's kind of funny if you think about it. Because sleep or busy time for me, or sometimes I'm sick. You know, I can understand that sentiment. I was like, I mean, I would like to support GVP and Loboto's content. Most of the time, especially like now, I'm like streaming twice a day, and typically when at night when I'm streaming, Jesus Christ, that's a lot of fucking shit in there. But I don't, I can't really watch it. I mean, I'll like every once in a while I'll just pop into their stream, say hi, that kind of stuff. But or like watch the Loboto's music. Which if you haven't seen Loboto's newest music video, I highly recommend it. It's really good. Please check it out. But I don't necessarily have time to do that as often as I would like to. It's like Hema. I've recently I was in one of Hema's streams, and his chat just kind of just chilling out. But unfortunately, I don't get to do it as often as I would like, and I try to just go in there and kind of like let them. I'm here. I do support you, all that. I know they know. But it's kind of nice that I think it's nice for me to like, go into the chat and just, hey, I'm here. I'm still watch you and I still support you. I think that is actually a very good thing to do from my perspective. I'm not asking them to do that for me. Granted, Lobito was in here in my chat last night when I was doing the collab with my son, and GVP was doing his thing while I was doing my thing with my son. And when I got done streaming, he was streaming, but it was also like 1 o'clock in the fucking morning, and I went to bed. Okay. But yeah. So this turned to like hey, let's watch some food videos stream. Is Salt Bay's restaurant worth the No, it isn't. It isn't. I don't even have to watch the fucking video. It isn't. Hot honey lemon pepper. What are you doing this shit to fucking lobster for? Oh. Hold on. Okay, let me see this.
Oh wow, look at this pig. It's a very big pig. Mass her up? Where is this one from? Mandawi. What is that going on? What is the liquid?
Garlic vinegar.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, first time having lechon. I'm actually in Cebu right now, and this is where it is the most famous, so I thought I'd wait until I got here to try it. I am absolutely starving, so let's just dive straight in. Let's take a big
How
bit
are you
of
applying with the
meat,
fucking stuff and
dip
just
in
eat
the
it?
sauce and give it a go. Probably comes as no surprise that that is absolutely delicious. That is so incredibly moist. It's a little bit fatty, but honestly, so good. So meaty, and that vinegar sauce on the side adds a little bit of sourness and also a little bit of spice to the meat. I'm scoring this.
It sounds like he's Australian. So, I mean, but if he was British, I'm like, oh, he probably died. There's actually spice on the food. They season things. I really don't see that anymore. Okay. Cheapest versus dish center. No, I kind of do want to go to Las Vegas, not to gamble, just to go to the food, just to eat some of the food there. I'll be honest with it. There's a lot of things I want to do as far as like food. Mostly is like I don't know if I said this. I do actually want to go to Asia. I want to go to the Philippines. I want to go to Japan. I want to go to South Korea, and part of me does want to go to China to try some of the food. It's just a food tour, really. I've always said if I was going to retire, I would retire in Japan. My plan was to retire in Japan before what happened to me, and that was my goal. That's like the whole reason I was trying to fix my credit and all that stuff, because your credit has to be good. You can't have any outstanding debts if you want to live in Japan permanently. And that was my goal. It was like that's what I was working towards until somebody fucked it up for me. But I need to make myself another cup of coffee. And I still have that goal. I mean, let's just say this pops off and I make a not saying get rich. Okay, let me make that clear. That I can actually go do that. Just move to Japan and have a permanent residence. I will still fucking stream from Japan, by the way. All right, just don't worry about that. It'd just be different hours. But to and do videos and that kind of stuff in Japan, as far as like the content on my channel wouldn't change. I would still have probably still stream twice a day, have a chatting stream, and whether it be a gaming stream later or like we're doing tonight, VTuber highlights, and like the feel good stream tomorrow, have segments that I would do to kind of like I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, there's certain segments that may just go away eventually. Let's talk about this, because it's like I'm running out of things to talk about. To be honest, especially since I've done these chatting streams, where it's just like I'm just gonna chat about anything that comes to mind. Like this one, I felt compelled to talk about my sense of humor. And just like if you get offended by things I say, I'm joking. That's your problem. It's not my problem. If you're offended, I'm not going to apologize for the jokes I do. You're just going to either deal with it and realize that I am joking and I'm laughing and I'm just trying to have a good time. If it really, really bothers you, yeah, you probably either shouldn't subscribe or unsubscribe, because I am not going to change. I'm 57 years old. I grew up in the age of George Carlin and all that, where it being irreverent was a thing. That's how my sense of humor is. I do not believe in this whole idea of don't say something because you're going to hurt someone's feelings. I believe in saying whatever you feel like it, for two reasons. One, you have the right to express yourself. Okay, if you hurt someone's feelings and you're not really trying to do it, like if you tell a joke and you hurt someone's feelings, it's more about them than it is you. To be honest with you, as long as you're not trying to purposely go out of your way to hurt people's feelings. I mean, it's like the D. Martin celebrity roast. I mean, they're just people just making fun of each other. All right, good. And some of the things you could say was mean, but everybody's fucking laughing. They're having a good time. It's okay. But it's also the simple fact being the other reason why I say you should say whatever you want to say, because I want to know who the fucking morons are. So I can stay away from them. If I think you're a fucking idiot, I don't want to talk to you, because I'll be frustrated with the conversation. It's like, oh, please, Jesus Christ. I don't want to. This is gonna be. I'm gonna be so frustrated. I'm gonna put my head through a fucking brick wall. Okay. It just, yeah. It's like, I mean, to be honest with you, that's the reason why I have chat sessions where before I do collabs with people, so I can get to know them and see if will be like a good mix, good chemistry, and all that stuff. Skull, if you're watching this, do reach out to me if you want to collab again, by the way. All right. I get so busy and I tend to forget to reach out to people. I'll collab with you again, buddy. You just have to let me know. I don't have, just reach out to me. It's just, Friday and Saturdays, I really want this Friday and Saturday. I'm definitely gonna take time off. Get off, not stream, take a break from streaming, because I kind of do need it. I'm not really burnt out as far as like I've talked about a lot of subjects over the last tomorrow will be 14 days, right? And I probably should take a break before I do get burned out. Just kind of have to start pacing myself. But if you want to collab again, we can collab again. I don't have a problem with that. It's like GVP, Loboto. If you want to collab, don't wait for me to reach out to you. You know, reach out to me. It'd be nice if someone else does it. know, if you just want to come on, just yap. I mean, we can yap. You know, that's what I'm saying. You know, I mean, I don't mind setting up doing all these collabs. I mean, I'm gonna reach out to some of the people like Zach and them and say, hey, can you just want to come on to my stream and just yap for a little bit? We could talk about. We don't necessarily have to talk about comic books. We could talk about a variety of subjects, and just have a chatting session. You know. I mean, I could talk to you about Vtubers, and you can talk to me about something other than comic books, or you can talk about comic books. I don't mind. I mean, everybody those people kind of do know my opinions on comic books, but it is, and I always have a good discussion with Zach about variety of subjects, and in fact, I think I will actually reach out to him later to see if I can set up a collab with him. Not necessarily a gaming collab, like anything else. I just know just a chatting session, maybe 2-hour chatting session with Zach. So my audience can get to know him, because you guys don't really know him. A lot of you, he's not involved in the VTuber sphere, really. Okay. Or anime. He's more into the American comic book scene. And you know, if we do a gaming collab, it'd be kind of nice if you know him. Okay, it's kind of like to introduce you to him and how he is. And I think I mean, you know, and also would kind of help him get some different type of people to come to his streams, which is on the Spidey Do Radio Network. And you know, it's kind of help support my friend. You know, it's just I just gotta work out a time when we both can do it, because he doesn't get home until be like 10 o'clock my time. But you know, I'm going to try to reach out to get him on my streams, and maybe some of the other people that are part of that show that I was doing with him. Once again, if you want to see what I actually look like, just go to Spidey Do Radio Network, and you will see what I look like. If you want to, I show my face on there as compared to here, where I use a PNG. I don't typically show my face on my channel. There are videos out there of me. There's videos and streams where I showed my face. But you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to take the streams down or the videos down, but it is what it is. Okay, I don't really hide I'm not really trying to hide. I just don't want to really show my face that much. But I have. It's out there. No, I'm not going to tell you which one it is. If you want to find out, you can go through my content. You can find out. Okay. All right. But I prefer that you do not have permission to tell people what stream it is, and 2, to post my face on social media. If I want it, that's up to me. Even though I think I've done it twice on my channel. Yeah, on Spidey Do Radio Network, you can find it. Once again, I do not want my face out there. Okay, but also I'm not hiding it. All I ask is that you don't post my face on social media. All right, because I don't want it out there, because I do have children, and I do not want their safety at risk, because there's some sick fucks out there, by the way, if you haven't figured that one out. So that's the reason why I don't really show my face, because I mean, I have 4 kids. I don't want to put their safety at risk, and that's the reason why I don't show my face. It's not that I care, or for no other reason than that. But that's the reason why I'm a PNG tuber. But yeah, I want to bring some. I'm trying to bring more people in to do collabs, and you know, the more the merrier. Because I'm really trying to get the Among Us thing going. You know, at least play it once. That's I got the fucking game. I've never played it. And I really want to play it. Oh, it's like cool. Phasmophobia on my channel pops. It pops. People come in. I know they're coming in because me and my son's banter, but we pop. Those videos pop off. Those streams pop off. Real quick, I do want to double check something real fast. I want to see something real fast because I know I checked it yesterday. Man, I got 36 views. That's really good for my streams, by the way. 428. What did I do right? It's once again, what did I do right? I want to know. I think it's the length of the video, to be honest with you, but I really want to know what I did right because I have no fucking clue. Why is that one popping off so well? And I think when the standalone Phase Connect ones are going to do real good too. So because the Phase Connect fans, yeah, 42 views. The class with my son are really popping off. All right, the Firewell one, it has a little bit of a disappointment with only 16 views, but hey, I think it's not necessarily the views. It's because I wanted to talk about it. So. And my Mass Effect ones are doing really good. My morning chats, though, sometimes pop off, sometimes they don't. But once again, it's not necessarily about the views. It's more effect about what I want to do, why I think it's going to be fun. And once I'm having fun, eventually the views are going to come in. You know, the views are going to come in. And I'm not really worried about it. It's like I think I'll reach my goal of getting 500 subscribers by the end of the year. Okay. And I think it's quite possible, but I'm not holding my breath for me to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I think it's quite possible for this channel to achieve that without me resorting to doing content where it's obvious I'm just trying to get views and subscribers. I don't want to go for the low-hanging fruit, really. I got a number. I got notifications. What we got? Oh! Okay. Let me just so you guys know, this is right on. I did a VTuber highlight.
Items found and unique crew recruited. The mission report provides no practical benefit, but can provide insight on just what you've done along your. Okay, all right. Return. Perform a task for a salvage operation. What tasks do you wish to perform? Cannot lay traps. Run a salvage mission. Okay, run a salvage mission. You might be able to salvage any space junk in the nearby area. How do you wish to proceed? Survey the nearby area. You only be able to do this once per sector. Done. The ruins of a little colony appear to have once been located on a nearby atmospheric planetoid. You cannot be certain if anybody is left. Visit the colony. Ancient graffiti has tattooed the worn walls of the abandoned structure.
What game is he playing?
The last remains of voices have been silenced. You find a few skeletons! Baby, we got the base for a delicious stew. Salvage success, I say. Everybody.
I just want to give you a little taste of his stream so you can kind of like, because
exactly. Advarcher, we got a bow.
he's been doing this for a very long time. So
Zathers, Mobius, Amon, Sabrina, thank you very much for being members. Much appreciated. Indicating that this place must have been abandoned for a long time. Careful not to disrupt the dead. You stick to essential spots.
So just a little taste. I mean, what's he playing?
Okay.
Made with Restream. Tales from the Borderland. That's what he's playing. Okay, Tales from the Borderland. So, like I said, I just want you to get a little taste of his stream, so you know, kind of enjoy. If you enjoy, please go subscribe to him. He's a great VTuber, and he, like I say, he's been doing this for a very long time. And quite frankly, I don't think he's getting the notoriety that he should. To be honest with you, okay, people. That's true with a lot of male VTubers. They're not getting they don't get talked about as much as the female VTubers, and I'm just kind of trying to help that a little bit. No, I've had hot honey party ribs. They're okay. I'm not really gonna say anything. World's most expensive grocery store. What's
This is the most expensive grocery store in the world, and it's gone crazy viral because apparently they have some insanely good food and smoothies. But is it worth the price? Immediately when I walked in, the place looked really nice inside, and based on how good all of the food looks, you wouldn't think this is a grocery store. But I ordered a few things along with the smoothie, and just wait till you hear these prices. And while I waited for the food, I decided to look around the grocery store. $45 for pistachio spread. How is that even legal? This candle is $68. It's like 6 Chipotle bowls. $30 for a single little box of sushi. Wow. They literally have a sushi sandwich. I'm just gonna get it because it looks cool. Finally, the smoothie and food were ready, so I took everything outside to try it. First, we got this slice of pizza, which cost $10, but it was really good. But next up is the sushi sandwich, which cost $20 for this little thing. And after taking a bite, honestly, it doesn't really have the best flavor. For over $20, this is not worth the price. And last but not least, the smoothie, which is by far their most popular item. Wow. This is a really good mango smoothie. But for $19, pricey. This is the most expensive grocery store in the world, and it's going
okay. I feel like it's not something I would do. Go to a grocery store and eat their food, to be honest with you. I mean, I think the only thing I would get at a grocery store is rotisserie chicken. That's about it. Okay. Well, let's kind of wrap this up. You know, I pretty much said what I said. This kind of turned into watch food videos. Honestly, no, it was fun. I had hopefully y'all had a good time here. Or if you're watching the VOD, hopefully you enjoyed watching the VOD if you made it this far. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get the community post when I'm going to stream and get notified when I'm going to stream. Also, follow me on Twitter at StansUp, because if you do, you can see when I post my stream schedule. Like tonight will be VTuber highlights of Porcelain Maid. So look forward to that. That would be about 7 o'clock tonight, I'm thinking. I am going to go lay down and take a nap because I need to get a little bit of energy into me. So I'll be awake for it. And hopefully I'll see you there for tonight for VTuber highlights of Porcelain Maid. And that will actually be the wrapping up of male VTuber month, and also I will announce what the theme for next month is. I have already said it to certain people on Twitter, or X if you prefer, but I will make it public tonight. So there is going to be a theme for February. So I will make that announcement, and I will also probably announce who will be my first VTuber highlights of February will be. Okay. And I will see you tonight for VTuber highlights around 7. And until then, once again, just be good to each other and enjoy your day. And hopefully I'll see you tonight. Bye.